Tent. Alright, this stream is dedicated to one Derrick Tent and his new release, Tentacles. Jazz, mud, fucking what the hell? So you've been getting a bit of a sample of the latest the latest Bandcamp release from one of my personal patrons. Who in the world puts this stuff out? The only crap that I can think of someone who puts this sort of stuff out is Gene Simmons. Why did Gene Simmons Peter Chris's past stone shut on the 2001 History Tour? Just so they would have something to put out. So, Derrick. This is going to start as a tribute to Derrick, and it's going to go back before we get into this tribute. And so, we'll go back. Ramones. Now, Derrick gave me this book a while back as a tribute to Joey Ramone. Now, Joey Ramone's death is coming up on his 20th anniversary, so as a tribute to Derrick, because he introduced me to the Ramones on my birthday back in 2008. He gave me this present for my birthday. And he bought with him, Ramone's Brain Drain. We actually saw that tour. A festival hall. It was off its head. The Ramones, who were they influenced by? It all goes back to this album, The Stooges. And it's got nothing to do with it at all. This was released in 1969, produced by John Cale and Velvet Underground. There's a song in here called No Fun, Sex Pistols cover. Fuck the Sex Pistols. But this got released before Nevermind the Bollocks, and this album kicks ass. The Damned. Nee. Then, good friend of mine, Parko B, one a rapper, introduced me to the Dead Kennedys back in 86, 87. A tape trading little thing went on this tape that had been dubbed about 62 times. Had Bedtime for Democracy on one side, and my personal favourite, the underrated, the off its head, fast, plastic surgery disasters. Thank you. Been listening to this band called Off. This is made up of Punk Illuminary, Circle Jerks frontman previous to that, Black Fag frontman. Did you hear that, Henry? Did you hear me? I'm a gangster woman. I take money. Also featuring Red Cross bassist Stephen McDonald, drummer Ruben Romero of Hot Snakes and the Earthless humongous band, and on guitar is a guy by the name of, Jesus, I should know this. Anyway, he's from Burning Brides. I'm pretty sure that his name, I can't remember. Another band influenced by the punk of Ramones, At the Drive-In. This is their album Vaya. Big Day Out 2001. Yes. Latest punk hardcore album, Turnstile. Now, the Ramones were at the first ever gig of this band, who I absolutely love. Where are you? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. They weren't at the first ever Misfits show, but the Ramones were at the first ever SOD show at CBGB's. So, you probably just heard me playing before a track of the new Tentacles that's not anticipated. F that. And that was called Love Theme from Bad Shelving. And I'm not talking about a dude who had been up all night for 4 days packing shelves at Coles. He probably was listening to that. That's bad shelving. Especially if you've got to do the non-alcoholic Listerine, which I swear by the way. So, this album, it's like, no one wants to talk about it. Like, they don't. And they have every right to not want to talk about it. But I'm sponsored by Furphy Zero. Not Carlton Zero, Furphy Zero. Brewed down in the back streets of Berwick. So, Derrick Tent. Derrick Tent. Let me just read you a little introduction to Derrick Tent, while we listen to a song called, let's have a look at this bad boy. And by the way, it gets released on Bandcamp on July the 1st. Don't buy it. Just, Bandcamp's for free. Why should you have to pay for this utter rubbish? By legendary composer Derrick Tent. So, Derrick Tent, son of North Melbourne great Phil Filthy Animal Tent. His maiden name was Cracker, and his mates called him Crackers Keenan. And Derrick Tent was discovered up in the north end of WA. And he was a thug and a guy responsible for putting yellow electrical tape around the ankle of a dead crow found at the top of the Bungle Bungle Mountains in the Kimberley. And written on the yellow electrical tape was the word penis, spelled P-E-N-U-S. Anyway, Philip Tent, Derrick Tent's dad, they found out about this sadistic thing around the bloody crow's leg at the top of the Bungle Bungle Mountains. in the kennel. So, what happened when they found out? Well, Crackers, as everyone called him, found out that he was suspended for life from the over 60s Western District most notorious football club, the legendary EK Cougars. Cougs. But Derrick Truck, he was the guitarist for the Allman Brothers that took over from Dwayne Allman, God rest his soul. Passed away in the same aeroplane crash that also killed Dwayne Allman, who wrote Layla with Eric Clapton. Allman Brothers, live at the Fillmore. Great album. So, Derrick Tent was still allowed to play for the East Keilor Cougars. And he began shaping his musical career at the club. So, the club used to hold these open mic nights once a month on a Thursday, which is where they held the infamous Porn and Prawn Night. Stuff of mythical legends. So, this album, I'm going to play you another song now, and this is called When You Go Come. It's spelled C-O-M-E, then in brackets C-U-M. C-F-M-E-U, same thing. Here we go. Now, why would someone do a press release for this utter filth? Aluminium bin in the back of a Little Burke Street Mall Lane, where one Pablo Escobar used to go and inhale green fumes from a Mount Franklin bootleg homemade bomb. So, let's have a listen to this shit. Someone forgot to tell him to turn off the fucking microphone and leave to his neighbour's garage. It's just ticking noise. And it sounds like talking in a bloody echo chamber. I do that for nothing. I just go down to the airport and forget to take my seatbelt off, and I drag a plane through the terminal. Work out what could get through the bloody revolving door. Now, this is sneaky. He's describing the song as when you're gonna come, and there's a gap. When you're gonna come and see you're pulling the wool over her eyes here, mate. Worship the devil, do a bit of a cult, sell my soul to the devil, so these guys don't have to sell their soul for stardom. By the way, this thing is proudly brought to you by Balance saw my post back in 2020, October Halloween. That was something. That was a cathartic, possibly you could call it an exercise of Alistair Crowley's demons. But this one's done completely. And it feels good. I'm still a dickhead. I'm a dickhead. Grew up in EK. Followed the Cougars. Fourth year. Whatever got first, fourth year. That happened from a long time ago. What it takes. Does this stuff? Drop box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the file for this. I'm going to put it in a box. And out of the box before I put the things in, I'm going to take these things out. Milk crate down in the lane. This music makes me want to do. So, I'm going to drop this shit into this milk crate. And I'm going to go up on top of the terminal where I drag the aeroplane through. I'm going to drop it. It's going to smash. It's going to make more mess than I did dragging an aeroplane attached to my seatbelt to the terminal of LAX and past Gene Simmons' new chain restaurant, Rock and Brews. Let's see what else crap is on this thing. Like the song titles, I mean, that's done. I'm done. Thank you to the WAV file for this and the sausage roll that came with it. Fucking look at this shit. That's the sort of diabolical front cover that this imbecile does. Imbecile. That last song, I'm going to rename it. Yep, I'm going to get fined. I'm going to download it through Napster once these scavengers pick the remains up from the terminal that got fucked up by the airplane. And they're going to burn it. I'm going to rename that song When You Gonna Go. When You Gonna Go. Because you bloody better. So, Donkey, first track. Again, rename on Napster, Donkey Punch. If you don't know what that is, go see the movie and look it up on Pornhub.com. And that's not a plug either. Maybe a butt plug. Oops. Sorry. I scream. You scream. We all scream. Ice Cream. Again, another rename. And this one is a bootleg cover of a Kiss song off their first album. Not the first song off the new album. No. Not at all. Actually, it is. Oh, come on. Where the hell is this shit? God damn. Never find this stuff when I'm looking for it. Alphabetical order. My ass. Oh, God damn it. Anyway, off the first Kiss album, 1973, self-titled, it's renamed Love Theme from Kiss. Bo no 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 no. MP3's too good for this shit. Tape trading maybe. But I'm gonna stop with the fucking facade. So, what just went down then? Disregard it all. It's actually a good album. Nice. Pleasant at stages. So pleasant that the artist, formerly known as, refused to be named for fear of the ball sack. Ball sack. Sorry. Anyway, if you want to listen to this garbage, Bandcamp, July the 1st, Tentacles, the jazz drop stick schmuck thing. Thank you. This is the first post on the swear jar in a while, in a new head. Get used to a new head, said the trailer bikes. Sponsored by Furphy, Zero, the Ramones, and Derrick